Hello and welcome. Now we are now in the dashboard area of our WordPress installation, and we are now going to install the WordPress plugin S2 Member. And so in order to do that, we're just going to go to the plugins area. We're going to click Add New. And then we're going to click Upload Plugin. And in order to do this, we're going to go and grab that file from our hard drive. Okay, once we have that file, what we can do is just click the Install Now button. And then you'll notice the message from WordPress saying that the plugin has been installed successfully. You'll want to click Activate Plugin. Once you've done that, you should see the S2 Member framework inside of your WordPress installation. Now, of course, you can install in the way that we suggested in the other video that we talked about getting S2 Member. In that particular case, you would go to Add a New Plugin. And then you would type in the search plugins area S2 Member. When you do that, you're actually going to search. And you'll see the S2 Member framework probably in the top left-hand corner. Now, you'll get the opportunity to click the Install button from there. Now, ours won't show because we've actually already installed the plugin. But if you'd like to do it that way, you can certainly do it that way. Either way gets the plugin onto your site and makes it ready to be used. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Hello and welcome. You are now looking at S2 Member, and S2 Member is a way of protecting your content when you want to deliver it through a membership and WordPress. S2 Member integrates with JVZoo, and it allows you to create a membership or to sell one-off products. So we are going to show you how to set up an S2 Member website within your WordPress installation. Thanks, and I'll see you in the first video. Hello and welcome. Now in this video, what we are going to do is we are going to upload the files that you're going to be serving in your membership to your S2 Member installation. Now, in order to do that, S2 Member has a certain way that you can actually do that, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Now, the file that you'll be uploading to will have your domain and directory.com. So if you have a subdirectory after that, it'll go here. You'll be looking for the WP content folder. Then you'll be looking for the plugin folder. You'll click inside of there. And then you'll be looking for a folder called S2 Member Files. That is the place where you're going to be uploading all of the downloads that you're going to be putting in for people to be able to get access to when you give them links inside of your S2 Member installation. Now I'm going to show you the form that you're going to use whenever you create a download. So once you've uploaded the file to that directory, every download is going to take the following format. You're going to have the URL, you're going to have the directory where the membership is, and then you're going to have a question mark, and then you're going to have the words S2 Member File with the underscore there, download equal. Now after the equal sign is going to be the name of the file. So in this particular case, we named it example file. You would actually have your actual file name there when you created this download link. So if we have a file here, what we would do is we would make sure that our file is going to be zipped up, so we would send that to a compressed file. So however you create zip files, that's what you're going to do. We like to eliminate the spaces in here, so we're going to call this bonus dash worksheet. And so now we have our zip file, and it is now ready to be uploaded. So now what we need to do is we need to find the FTP location of where we're going to be delivering the file, and we already have that. So we're going to pull open FileZilla right now so that we can upload our file using the drag and drop system. And you'll notice that we have our directory open. If you recall, there's our directory, there's WP content. We clicked into the plugins folder, clicked into S2 Member Files, and now we're in this directory, so that all we have to do now is upload the file by dragging and dropping. And so now that folder is now on our server, and it's called bonus dash worksheet. So now what we need to do is we need to name this link according to the convention that we talked about a minute ago. So if you recall, we said that we needed to name the file according to our URL, according to that directory, with these words, and then instead of example file, well, we're going to put in the name of our file. So now what we have here is we have the file and it is ready to be uploaded using bonus-worksheet instead of example file. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this, and then we're going to head into our WordPress installation. And we're now going to open a post where we're going to deliver the content. So we're going to add a new post. And in this particular case, for example, we might call this June content. And what we would do, of course, is we would create a link for our customers to make sure that they get it. And so we might write in bonus worksheet. We would then create a hyperlink. So we go here and highlight and place in our URL. We then click enter, and then we would publish the post. Now, as we talked about earlier, the only people that we would want to see this post would be the people who are going to be in level 1. So we would then update this post. And now what we've done is we've protected on 2 levels. First, the only people who are going to see this post are going to be the people who are part of the level 1 membership. The other thing is that this download is going to be in a protected folder. And so the only people that are going to be able to download are going to be people who are going to be part of your actual membership. So we have now created content for our membership. We have linked to it inside of the protected folder, and we have now protected the post with our member level. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Now, in order to do the WordPress install, you are going to need some information, and you'll probably need that information from your hosting company. You are going to go to yourdomain.com, and when I say your domain, that's obviously the domain where you're going to be putting your WordPress site, .com or .net or whatever your domain is, and you're going to type in /cpanel. Now, you'll then be prompted for a hosting password and a hosting username. Now, you may have to get that information again from your host, and then once you have it, you want to enter that information into the login screen, and then you'll be brought to the cPanel screen, and I'll show you that right now. You are now looking at cPanel, and typically what you'll want to do is you'll want to scroll down through cPanel, and you'll want to look in software and services for an icon that says Fantastico Deluxe. Now, you might see other icons. You may not see Fantastico. You may see something different. You'll want to make sure that when you click inside of Fantastico or whatever your software service is, that you're going to see WordPress. So we're going to go ahead and click Fantastico Deluxe now. And when we get there, you're going to notice that you have lots of installations that you could do. But the one we're going to be most concerned with is going to be WordPress, and you'll see that right there on the left side menu. Now that you're ready to start installing your website, you're going to go and click WordPress. WordPress is going to give you the option to start a new installation, and that is what you are going to do. You're going to click this link that says New Installation. When you do that, then WordPress is going to give you some options. It's going to allow you to install WordPress in a subdirectory, and you can certainly do that, and that is one of the benefits of being able to use Fantastico and even using WordPress. We could theoretically install WordPress across our domain in many subdirectories, but in this particular case, we're just going to focus on one. When you come to this screen, you are going to be given a choice by WordPress to either install WordPress in the domain, where it will be the root domain, or you can install it in a subdirectory. If you want to install it in a subdirectory, all you'll need to do is you'll need to put the subdirectory here where it says install in directory. If you just want it to be installed on the domain name and you want WordPress to take up the entire domain, then all you need to do is just leave this blank and then continue the process. Now, what you want to do right now is that you are then going to want to put a username for the administrator, and this is what's going to allow you to log into WordPress, as well as a password. And then you're going to give your admin a nickname. So this is what your admin will appear as when you're posting on your WordPress site. You're going to write in an email address, and you want this email address to be one where you get mail or that you don't have a lot of problems with spam, because you do want to get things with WordPress. If something is happening with the site and there is a way for you to be notified, you want to make sure that that email address is one that works. Writing in the site name, obviously we're going to write in the site name, but this is something that we can change later, as well as a description here. Now, for purposes of this tutorial, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a directory, and I'm going to call it test WP directory. Okay, you can install it in a directory if you want, and again, you can just install it across the entire domain. So let's go ahead and type some information here. So I have a test directory. I'm also going to write in an administrator name, and I'm going to write in a password and an administrator nickname. Okay, I've now written in some information there, and what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to go ahead and put a site name in here. I'm just going to call it test directory. And then I'm going to give it a description, test for WordPress course. Once we've done that, then we can actually click the button to install WordPress, and that is what we're going to do right now. You are now going to be given an intermediate step that you can click Finish Installation, and that's all you're going to have to do. And then once you've done that, then WordPress is going to be installed. And what you're going to want to do then is you're going to want to go to your directory so that you can log in. We can then write in our username and our password, and then we can just click Login. Then once we log in, we are now inside of our WordPress dashboard, and we are now ready to start working on our site. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.